What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to finally a win. And what a win it's been, man. My voice is gone, actually. We needed this, man. I mean the club, the players, the coach, obviously the fan base. We needed this win based on what we have shown the last couple of weeks. This is massive for many reasons. You know, the performance, obviously the result for the Champions League, and also what it could mean and what it should mean for the next coming games, because this is something we needed, and actually nobody or very few people, not me, believed in that we will get today. Excuse me, but we did it. We did that. We actually did it. And it's not me to say that we played the best City of all time, basically. However, we struggled against Lecce and Bologna. We struggled against these teams. But today, we showed up. We really showed up. We did what we had to do. We did what we had to do against a team technically are better than us, play much longer together, and you can see that. However, this was massive. This was actually unbelievable to me, because of the circumstances that we got that win. So before we do that, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, but especially hit the like button. Let's get to at least 150 likes for this one. Should be easy. So click the like button and let's talk about a big win. Okay, so apologies for my voice because it's actually a bit gone after that game. But we did it. We beat City 2-0. I don't even know where to start, because City had the ball. They had the possession, which is not any surprise. That's Man City. Even the poor Man City side, that's what they were going to do. But I knew they were vulnerable if we played technically well. In the first half, we played technically a very poor game. Not playing out from the back. That was good. Again, actually very good playing out from the back. Excuse me. We took a lot of risks. We drawn them out. We created a lot of space. And then the issue started. You know, again, the final third, where Mota said a couple of weeks ago, I'll give them freedom. These players, they cannot operate with freedom right now, because we make so many poor decisions on the ball, where I think everybody came out of that first half and be like, oh my God, if we were just a bit more calm and composed, we could have had actually clear-cut chances. But Colt Miners, final decision-making poor. Conceição, final decision-making poor. Yildiz was playing very well in that first half, but the last pass, poor decision. Vlahovic, poor decisions, where everything was good in the build-up. When we broke the line, it was just a final decision-making, and I was like, oh, that's bad. You know, that's something very, very worrying, because that has nothing to do with technical errors. That's just a mindset that's making errors. Other than that, Man City had the ball, and Di Gregorio kept us on 0-0. I won't say kept us in the game, but kept us on 0-0 with a brilliant save on Haaland, because if that's 1-0, it could be a different game. You know, that's why you have a good goalkeeper in goal. That's why you pay the money to have a new good goalkeeper in goal, compared to what was on the other side, to be honest. And it was the first half where I was like, okay, you play at home. You need to do something more, especially in the final third. Be more scary. Like, make better decisions. You know, take that run. Beat that man. You know, Colt Miners, make that extra run, so on. We didn't do that. So that was frustrating. But the second half, we came out, and the intent was clear early on. We wanted to get that goal early on, if it's possible. And it was possible, because we finally did what we didn't really do in the first half, and that's make runs forward and play that ball forward, you know, which we weren't doing. Gatti was excellent. He made that first goal. His run made that first goal. Wins the ball back, drives it completely across midfield, plays it in, picks out a position. Unlucky, because that would be an insane goal for Gatti, you know, but that's it. You put them in trouble because you run towards goal. You create some sort of trouble. Ball comes back, goes to Vlahovic, hits it, goes over the line, 1-0, and that's what we needed. That's what this team needed. Actually, the game, you know, and it was a good win. It was a good goal, good moment, because we came out to play. We showed intent, because we play at home. I expect us to do that no matter who we play. If we play at home, you need to show some intent to win. Post that goal, I was like, okay, push. Do not sit back too much. And we did that. And I'm okay with sitting back, basically, if you go one up and play it safe, if you play against Man City. But it wasn't as organized. I think emotions got to us, and we were not picking up the extra runner, And on the right hand side, they switched Doku. They created a few opportunities. They had a lot of space, nothing really dangerous because it was just blocks here and there, a beautiful save from Di Gregorio, but you expect any goalkeeper to actually make that save, to be honest. It wasn't very hard attempt, but we were in some sort of trouble because we were sitting back, but we're not picking up the space. It wasn't as disciplined. It was more emotional, and we were not picking up certain runners, which I was a bit worrying. I was like, okay, pick it up, and we were picking it up. Even before that goal, 5-10 minutes before the goal, we were picking it up slowly. But that second goal obviously killed that game. That's why when we talk about this team, I was like, no excuses, but not having subs on the bench is a mess. Like, getting fresh players on, experienced fresh players as well, players who have shown things this season and the season before, like a McKennie, for example, it helps. Like, it really helps. Even if you do not rate a player, bringing on fresh players to replace a player, for example, that has been playing for weeks, week in, week out, it will make a difference. Because if it's minute 70, what McKennie can do in minute 70, run, and passing, have a clear head, a player like Koopmeiners or Thuram cannot do anymore if they're playing week in, week out. And that's what makes a difference. It starts with Danilo, who, by the way, was probably my man of the match, Danilo. Or Locatelli, but I'm going to pick Danilo because I pick on him a lot. But he was excellent from start to finish. Unbelievable. He wins that ball back, plays it into McKennie. Great ball to Weah. Weah was a bit too sloppy with that first attempt. He needed to wait a little bit, but picks up McKennie. Brilliant goal. Like the Barcelona one, basically, a couple years ago. And it's 2-0. It's game over. And this is massive. Obviously for the Champions League standings, because I think it's 99% certain that you're going to make it out of that group, most likely. That's one. Two, it's a good result. You have Vlahovic on the score sheet, McKennie just coming back on the score sheet. All good things. Danilo having a good game. Gatti having a good game. That's positive. That's really positive as well. And on top of that, that's a result that should be helping us moving forward. That's a result that we should be looking at, or the team should be looking at and be like, this is it. Yes, it wasn't perfect, but we create a lot of space and openings. It's just that final decision making that how many times did Koopmeiners or Yildiz or Vlahovic made a run, but Koopmeiners or any other player did not want to play that ball in that first half? There were so many runs that at one point even the stadium was getting a bit nervous, where we could have seen all the runs, but nobody had the balls to actually play that ball over the top or through the middle. That needs to change. That's a mindset. You need to make that switch, and you're going to need to start making these passes. And yes, maybe at the beginning you will lose some of them and they're not coming out, but you need to keep pushing on that if you're Thiago Motta, because we play well out from the back and we do create a lot of space if we break out from the back. It's just that final decision making. But other than that, giving away chances to City is normal. It's acceptable. I expect that to happen. Other than that, we did what we had to do. Not a lot of us expected it, me especially. I'm going to admit that. But this is massive. This is massive, and this should be massive for so many reasons. So, fantastic win. And let me know in the comments. I'm going to wrap it up because my voice is actually completely gone, basically. So hit the like button, 150 likes, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Ciao.